It has taken years of intensive design, shaping and testing to turn this vision into reality. From its earliest planning, the TE Magna was destined to be not only a family car, but a driver's car, combining functionality with spirited performance. It is the product of the most thorough attention to detail ever undertaken. Working closely with Mitsubishi's aerodynamic research division, numerous models were created, and with the aid of computer simulations, 3 important design improvements emerged. Firstly, by shaping the front bumper, the air is diverted down under the centre of the car and away from the sides. Then, the flag-shaped mirrors greatly enhance the aerodynamics, causing the air to flow diagonally down the mirror, creating a smooth flow of air between the door glass and the mirror. And finally, the shape of the boot is elevated in the middle and is lower at both sides. And see how the raised rear deck has a slight arch which reduces airflow generated around the rear window. But shape has taken nothing away from size. Take a look in the boot. 470 litres. That's 53 litres more than its predecessor and larger than the Falcon and Commodore. Several front profiles were tested before the V-shaped nose was created. And then 10 different grilles were developed and evaluated to provide the ultimate in design, airflow and stability. From V-nose to cut-off tail, the TE Magna is a combination of superb styling and advanced aerodynamics. There's an increased rake on the front and rear windows and the very distinctive C-pillar shape. Once again, you have a flowing contour that draws the eye and contributes to a super smooth airflow. If you take a look beneath the floor, you'll find moulded covers that prevent the air from hitting the front suspension lower arms. A tubular construction on the rear suspension lower arm also reduces wind resistance. The side air dam has both ends lowered to divert the air stream from the underfloor and tyres. And the wheel arches of the front and rear fenders are chamfered to produce a smooth airflow. Now here's a touch of classic elegance. The sashless door, which makes one continuous flush seal against the outside noise and dust, and is the ultimate design for smooth airflow. Door splash protectors fit flush to keep the door opening sill clean, and listen to this. The $1 Million Club. Once again, commitment to quality and attention to detail. All in all, a stunning shape that achieves a remarkable drag coefficient of just 0.28, making it the best of any Australian-made car. But the beauty of Magna is more than skin deep. In constructing the body, Mitsubishi has used extensive computer simulations of individual body components, as well as the entire body from the initial stage of development. To minimise shock of impact, Mitsubishi has built a safer, reinforced body by incorporating a fork-shaped perimeter frame to help absorb and distribute the energy generated by a collision. To protect passengers, the body design further incorporates a rear deck cross member and front and rear side members to control and minimise the cabin deformation caused by collisions. The skeleton of the body has also been optimised by enlarging the side sill section and strengthening the centre pillar. A reinforced door belt line and side door beams aid cabin integrity during side impact. The integration of the side panel exterior and rigid foam filler in the pillar joints beefs up the body where it is most likely to deform. All of this has seen a solid 13% improvement in bending and torsional strength. The TE Magna interior combines passenger safety and comfort with refined details on seating and restraint. The driver's seat height is variable, as is the lumbar support. Both front seat belts have an adjustable anchor and seatbelt webbing grabbers. The centre rear seat now has a 3-point lap sash seat belt. Driver and passenger airbags are available on all models. Magna is renowned for quiet performance, and with Mitsubishi's continual attention to detail, the TE Magna is no exception. To reduce engine and road noise entering the cabin, you'll now find added sound insulation in the engine hood, dash and floor. The world's first high attenuation bonding agent which actually dampens vibration within its adhesive layer, has been applied in the front suspension fitting, the joints of the dash panel and the floor to further insulate the passenger cabin. To deliver the ultimate test drive, the TE Magna presents a selection of 7 high-performance models in 2 price classes, the Executive and stylish Altera. Both models are powered by new engines, the 2.4-litre 4-cylinder or the 3-litre V6, both featuring fuel injection and multi-valve technology. The TE Magna engines are now mounted east-west to allow for simplified engine construction and to reduce noise and vibration under acceleration and deceleration. The 3-litre V6 with 24 valves is more powerful, yet exceptionally economical. It puts out 17% more power and 9% more torque than the previous model, with no sacrifice to fuel economy. With a power output of 140 kilowatts, the 3-litre V6 is only 7 kilowatts less than Commodore's 3.8-litre, and the difference really shows in fuel economy, with manual models being 5% more economical and automatics a full 9% better than Commodore. The Magna V6 also outshines the 3-litre Vienta. Not only is it more powerful, but it uses around 10% less fuel. The 2.4-litre 4-cylinder multi-valve engine also rates well, with greater fuel economy and 7% more power than the previous 2.6-litre engine. This engine puts out 105 kilowatts, yet returns a fuel saving that is 10% better than the previous manual and 13% better than the previous automatic. The Camry 2.2-litre 16-valve engine is outgunned in power by 13% and in fuel economy by 10% in the case of manual. Smoother, more powerful, more economical, 4-cylinder or 6, the TE Magna gives you the most impressive performance for the ultimate test drive. Mitsubishi has introduced all new transmissions to harness the increased engine power with the greatest efficiency. The new 5-speed manuals provide improved shift feel and reduced shifting effort. But the real breakthrough has come with the automatic transmission. The TE Magna introduces automatic transmission with Invex 2 Smart Logic, which adjusts to road and driving conditions, always providing the right gear for the right situation. The ultimate automatic transmission for the ultimate test drive. As a result, it combines the convenience of an automatic transmission with the efficiency and performance of a manual transmission. This alone is a revolutionary advance, but Smart Logic goes a step further. It provides not only the best gear for the current conditions, but also the proper gear for the individual driver. The Smart Logic onboard computer operates like the human brain. When people make decisions, they use their perceptions and learned experiences. Smart Logic does the same. It records driver habits, then its advanced computer brain makes decisions almost instantaneously. Smart Logic marries together 2 modes of control. Optimum shift control, that is, selecting the right gear at the optimum time, and adaptive shift control, that is, adapting to the individual driver's habits. With optimum shift control, perceptions of driving conditions come from sensors which monitor throttle position, vehicle speed and foot braking. Smart Logic compares this data to an extensive database collected on how drivers using manual transmissions shift gears under all possible driving conditions. As an example, when travelling downhill, Smart Logic shifts to 3rd or 2nd gear to maintain a safe driving speed. Smart Logic's adaptive shift control varies the shifts to suit the driving style of each individual driver. Everyone drives differently. Some people prefer a smooth ride, while others choose a sportier driving style. Smart Logic accommodates all types of drivers. How? The onboard computer uses the data from the sensors to learn a driver's style. It then adapts the gear shift timing to suit the individual. For example, for those who prefer a smooth ride, Smart Logic shifts up at lower speeds. For the sporty driver, Smart Logic delays upshifting until a higher speed is reached for a quicker and more responsive ride. If the driver brakes often when driving downhill, it downshifts earlier and more often. Smart Logic actively helps you to drive the way you like, and it has simplified the 4-speed selection to low, second, third and drive. No need for overdrive or power economy switches. The suspension system has taken what's tried and true and combined it with new thinking to produce superb ride, road holding and safety. Rear suspension is all new independent multi-link comprising upper and lower control arms, improving rear wheel camber and tow control. This means superior anti-lift under braking and anti-squat under acceleration. The front suspension with proven McPherson struts has had a new cast aluminium front cross member added, which improves accuracy and noise control. The overall result is improved ride quality and cornering performance. While Magna is imposing on paper and in the showroom, it can only be fully appreciated when driven. So let's take it on the ultimate test drive.
Well, I had a lot of fun driving this car. The best part to me is the fast steering response. If you're an enthusiastic driver, you place high priority on that, and the guys have done a fantastic job of getting that level of steering response into this sort of vehicle. One of the areas that gives you that steering response and fine handling is the body integrity. A car has to have a very stiff body shell to have that degree of response and grip, and some of that of course must go to the work in the front suspension. There's an aluminium cross member that is much more rigid than the average vehicle, and you can tell that straight away if you come from a competition background. Well, when you're talking about the handling of a vehicle, I think there are 3 elements that are critical: the braking stability, the turn-in response and the traction out of corners. The braking stability, of course, is fantastic with the Bosch 5.3 system. Steering response, really sensational. And being a front-wheel drive car, the traction is quite extraordinary. So from an enthusiast's point of view, you've got all 3 elements that make a car a good thing to drive. And gee, it really is very, very good. Magna's always had outstanding refinement, but with this model, we've got a car with outstanding handling characteristics and all of the traditional strengths of a powerful 6-cylinder family sedan that we're used to in Australia.
To maximise the potential of the suspension and body improvements, 15-inch wheels and tyres are standard on all models. Alloy wheels are offered as an option. This has also allowed an upgrade to a 15-inch braking system, which now makes it possible for 4-cylinder models to option up to ABS. Naturally, all Magnas are fitted with 4-wheel disc brakes for sure stopping. But for maximum control when braking, the Magna offers optional anti-lock brakes to enhance its active safety system. This is the very latest generation ABS system. The 4-sensor, 4-channel ABS activates braking for each wheel separately to give you the ultimate in controlled positive stopping. The system was jointly developed in Australia, Germany and Japan and makes its Australian debut on the TE Magna. 2 key objectives were met to achieve the immaculate interior layout for the TE Magna. First, the position of switches and visibility of instrumentation were improved, and secondly, the overall appearance had to be one of luxury and quality without sacrificing space. The move was made to a bolder look, a horizontal alignment with the operating system, slightly elevated to improve accessibility. The dash has a stylish, solid quality, inset with enlarged instrumentation for improved visibility. The executive highlights Mitsubishi's attention to detail. The driver's footrest, a lights-on warning buzzer, seatbelt warning, and the relocation of the electric mirror controls to a more convenient position. And of course, the added value features. A 4-speaker audio system with security-coded radio cassette and digital clock. Central door locking, deep-cut pile carpets, and beautifully upholstered seats. You have any amount of adjustment to find the perfect driving position. And there's the new high-tilt 6-position steering column with a collapsible safety system. Power steering is light but firm. Altera has all the executive benefits with even greater comfort and attention to detail. Ignition key lamp with delay, front map lamp, door courtesy lamps, cruise control, power windows to mention a few. The addition of a CD player to the audio system is optional. An upgraded air conditioner and redesigned ventilation system improves Magna's ability to cool down quickly in high temperatures. In look and feel, Magna has the ultimate interior for the ultimate test drive. Magna is very ably protected by a new immobiliser system. The ignition key has an internal cut that is difficult to copy, and it has a built-in transponder for the immobiliser system. An antenna is installed on the key cylinder. When the ignition switch is turned on, the transponder sends an ID code to the immobiliser via the antenna. The immobiliser compares the ID code with a registered ID code. If they are not the same, or if the ID code input cannot be received, the immobiliser will prevent the engine from starting. Only the ID code which is specific to each ignition key permits the engine to start. So the engine can never be started by means of a forge key or by connecting the ignition wiring directly. Remote control keyless entry, which operates by radio wave, is now available on all Magna models. You can activate from any direction up to 10 metres away. Just squeeze the fob and you get the flash that signals lock or unlock. Security goes indoors too. The lock knobs have been moved from the top of the door trim to the inside handle. The door latches are shielded to prevent tampering from tools pushed between the glass and the belt moulding. Even the central locking micro switches have been encapsulated to prevent forced tripping. Superb drivability, exciting style and outstanding comfort, safety and security with the kind of performance that professional drivers love. The TE Magna really is the ultimate test drive.